Our number one job of a listing agent is to test the market. What does that mean? Pricing. If we price too high, the home is going to be on the market way too long and buyers are going to reject it. The temptation of pricing low is also a potential market killer because it potentially leaves money on the table. The smart listing agent prices competitively. How do we go about doing that? As you look at this video, just think for a moment. It's very simply overstating the fact, like with a few differences and nuances, a lot of homes and a lot of neighborhoods look the same. But are they really the same? Regardless of how they were built, tracks, custom, there's always going to be differences. And where those differences exist, is the most important thing to remember. It's in the mind and the thinking of your sellers. A strong market analysis really helps. So your active listings are going to indicate with which homes your potential sellers would compete. Pending listings sort of help you understand when that property was sold, when it went pending, what's sort of happening with market times. And your sold properties are the key indicator of market value. What are buyers in those neighborhoods willing to pay for a comparable home? So we want to prepare for the presentation. You want to make sure when you make the appointment, all of the decision makers are there. Time is very valuable. You want everyone there. You want to hear all of their objectives. You will often see that at the beginning of your appointment, they're not necessarily on the same page. So it's your job to get them there. Create and rehearse your questions that you're going to be asked about, and you will get a lot of questions. Prepare to ask questions about the seller's motivations. The seller's motivation may be the most important aspect of why they're selling. Create a very accurate comparative market analysis, commonly known in our industry as a CMA. And you want to include all of the different types of statuses, specifically expired and withdrawn canceled listings. They're a very good indication of what local buyers are not willing to buy or what they're not willing to pay for a comparable property in the neighborhood. Create a very compelling presentation. You can use a product like High Note. High Note is very, very all-inclusive. What is High Note? High Note basically empowers you to bring all of the key aspects of your presentation, your listing presentation, into one place. Your design, your pitches, your presentation, what they're going to convey in High Note is your value as a listing agent. And the way it does that is it includes all of the information. Documents that you would want to present to prospective sellers, websites you would want them to visit, videos you want them to see, your client testimonials, walkthroughs that you've done for other properties or any kind of marketing. So the recipient's activity with each file or link can also be tracked. So when they are actually going and looking at your listing presentation that's created in High Note, you're going to actually be able to track their activity. It's a really, really great program.